What up? You running with the Browns? Uh, what jerseys you got on? What you waiting on? Press X.
Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. And they're ready to go as they get set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Here's the former Illini kicker Chase McLaughlin to get us started. And off we go from Cleveland. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Jones blinking from the contact. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Options galore here, second and a few inches. They'll run it with Jones. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Hey, 626.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers caught on the right side by Jones. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 23. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
The tackle there by John Johnson.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second and 5. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. A check down here to Jones. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field. Here we go. Showing it. Hey, black. Right now, you got 58. Get up.
Here's Jones. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
We're scoreless after 1. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Myles Garrett in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing, Mayfield. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. Well, you're already down on the scoreboard, and now, Charles, you go out there, very first play, throw the interception. At defense, they're going to have to bow up.
Yeah, and let's see how they handle this, because we always talk about reverting back to what you practice. When you practice these situations, it's called sudden change. You don't expect to be out there this fast, but you are. Do you go out there with poise, or do you go out there with panic? Panic could get you scored on again.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal. Jones again. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. On the sneak, Rodgers, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. So he's able to sneak it in, and credit to the guys up front.
Oh, without a doubt, because they have the leverage on this play. We always talk about low man wins in one-on-one battles. That's exactly what happened there. Their offensive line, lower than the defensive front.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, one-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Eluding the pressure right. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
To throw again on second down. Mayfield. First target, first catch at a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield. He's got Higgins over the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Check safety, check safety.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. What's up?
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be caught for the Browns. Touchdown. Mayfield finding Odell Beckham with a touchdown pass. And the Browns are back within a score. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
On the return from his end zone, Malik Taylor. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. The give is to Jones. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Flushed out right. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that 1st down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the 1st down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give to Jones. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Crosby puts it through, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made in the locker room. We're just about set for the second half from Cleveland. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. There are 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball. Check. Regular.
51, Mike. Mike 51.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Run.
51's a Mike. 51's
Point it right. Stop.
Mayfield to throw it. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
51's the Mike. 51's the Mike.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And a curious decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. On first down, it's Jones. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it 1 more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Check. Fresno.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going.
Jones goes diving, and he's got it. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
And a key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3 and out. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I need a fucking toaster.
Blue 58. It's just me and you. Here we go. 50. Mike 50. You got 30. You got block me. Jim.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Let's go.
26, Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
26, Mike. 26, Mike.
That's right.
Mayfield on first down. Open man is Higgins. And he's got some space here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
They run it again with Chubb. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Calling a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Nasty. He is fucking nasty.
59. Too little, Captain. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check, check.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Give them a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
King.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
180. Pistol. Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. 82 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Circle gonna be open.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Caught left side by Cobb. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Inside. 28, Mike, it's coming. Check in. Here we go. Go.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Second down, another shot for Jones. Powers through, and he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 13 yards, first down Packers. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They'll run on first down. Jones works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively
Get 3
as well.
up.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On second down, it's Jones. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Coming to you.
On first down, it's Jones. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. A lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And the ball situated at the 9, 2nd and goal. That's a jet sweep. This is Adams. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you